Hello guys, and welcome to my urban homestead journey. I'm just about to top up the feed for my animals, and I thought I'd at the same time show you around and briefly explain as to why I have what I have. So let's go inside and let me shut this door. Right, so we have 3 rabbits at the moment. We have 1 buck and 2 does. This is Mr. Newy, and then we have Crystal and Snowy. Crystal's the one who is a little hungry at the moment. Snowy is quite shy. And here we have some quails. These are our quails. We have 7 quails at the moment, and looking for some more, God willing, in the next few weeks and months. So guys, I'm just going to be topping up the feed for the rabbits, and while I'm doing that, I'll try and explain as to why we went ahead and got the rabbits and the quail. So it was actually last year during the lockdown, when I couldn't go to work, that I looked into ways to keep myself busy and also have some source of food. That's when I started researching about having some livestock. And so at the beginning I started looking into some chickens. I thought we'll, look into having a few chickens, but space was an issue, and we have lots of foxes around here, so I didn't think it was the best idea. So then I started looking into other animals, and being in the city, we needed to find some animals that were really quiet. Hello, buddy. That wouldn't disturb the neighbors, that wouldn't cause any sort of issues. And so I found a lot of videos, especially of people in America having meat rabbits, raising meat rabbits, and a lot of them seem to do really, really well, because rabbits, they do breed very, very quickly, and so you can have a litter almost every month. Now you might not want to do that, and you obviously want to have a break for the does, and so you might choose to have maybe 4 litters a year or 5. Anyway, that's down to you, but the point I'm trying to make is that you can have a good source of protein for the family, from an animal like rabbits, as an example. So these rabbits are New Zealand whites, and the reason we have 1 male and 2 female rabbits is so that we could have more rabbits in a shorter period of time. If we only had 1 doe, it would take a lot longer before we get to a point where we have enough rabbits. And the second doe also acts as a backup if something happens to the one, or if she doesn't grow to be a good mother. I've heard that some does, they end up killing their young or not looking after them well, and there can be many reasons for that, but hopefully this will not be the case with either of them. And God willing, we should have a lot of rabbits from these ones here. And I also wanted to say that these 3 are our pets. They won't be going into the pot, and we do spend a lot of time with them indoors, inside the house, so they actually spend less time in their cages. But rabbits, you might only have meat at the time that they're old enough to process them. But if you're looking for something that's daily, you're not really going to get much from rabbits on a daily basis, which is why we then looked into having some quail So at the moment we have 5 hens and we have 2 males, and so far they have been producing eggs almost daily, besides the last 3 days. And I haven't had them for a very long time. In fact, it's probably just over a week now that I've had the quails, and I purchased them from a local breeder. They were not in the best shape when I got them. I don't know if there were too many of them in a single cage, or whether they were not getting along well with the other quails in the aviary or cage, wherever they were kept. But most of the females, they had a lot of feathers missing at the back of their head. So it just goes to show that maybe there were too many males that were in the same cage, and so, you know, they were just getting a little beat up. Anyways, I just have 1 male in there at the moment, with 4 quails at the top, and then 1 female and 1 male in the bottom cage just below this one, and they seem to be doing fine. So I found it hard to find organic quail feed, and when I say organic, I mean finding feed that doesn't have any genetically modified ingredients in it. So for the time being, from my research, I found that quails in the wild will mainly feed on grains and seeds, and adult quails in particular, for them grains will make up to 80% of their diet. So yeah, what I've just fed them is some fermented barley. Fermented feed, it's meant to be quite good for chickens and for quails, from what I've read. So I've just been looking over the internet and just trying to get all the requirements, their protein requirements and their carbs and fats and their calcium. So earlier today I got some eggs for them, some boiled eggs, and just made that into tiny bits, and they absolutely loved that. So they had some eggs, and I've also been feeding them the shells. So when they lay the eggs, I also feed them the shells, so they can get some of the calcium back into their diet. So far, yeah, they are quite happy and they're doing well. I've just not had any eggs for the last 3 days, but before that they were laying eggs almost daily. So it could be because the food has changed. It could be that they are on different feed now, and they might be, just getting used to it. So let's hope in the next few days that they will start producing eggs once again. That's the video, guys. It was just a short video to show you the animals I have, and if you'd like to know as to how I've set it all up, how I made the cages or any of that stuff, just comment below and let me know if you have any questions, and I will try and answer them in the next video. Okay guys, so God bless you all, and I will see you in the next video.